Talking with Riley Corcoran. He's the new voice of the Griz. And first of all, congratulations, man.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. Humbled and honored to be the guy selected. And it's been a whirlwind of a day so far. I just can't wait to get to Missoula, Peter. And now, shoot, we have about 3 months to wait for football. I think it can't come soon enough.
All right, let's talk about the procedure that you went through to get this job. From what I understand from the powers that be, there were a lot of folks that wanted to be the voice of the Griz.
There were. It was a process that it started, well, you could go back to the announcement back in October with Nick, but it officially was opened up mid-January, and they had several hundred applicants. They cut it down, and, being a Montana guy, I was hopeful that, I would make it to the final round or at least close to it. And, having to wait till the end of basketball, it really never advanced too far until basketball season was over, out of respect to Nick. And it was cut down to 20, then down to 10, eventually down to 5. And that was, about a week and a half ago. And went on campus and met with Kent Haslam and had a great conversation about a vision for what's ahead and taking this position to new heights. And last Friday, getting the call, and all of a sudden, here we are today. It's been quite the process, but very exciting.
Now, tell me, without revealing too much, obviously, I realize it was probably a pretty emotional time getting together with Kent, because I know he's passionate about Grizzly sports, obviously being the athletic director. What kind of things did you guys talk about?
We just talked about the vision for Grizzly athletics in the future. My style of calling a game, especially with basketball season, being able to, handle the rigors of the road and just the schedule-wise of coaches' shows, just visions that both of us had. I mean, coming together, he's just amazing at having that, and I just really enjoyed my conversation with him about seeing where he wants to take Grizzly athletics to the future. And I just said the sky's the limit with this position, the digital age, and being able to produce more content on a daily basis with social media and everything that goes along with it. I'm just very excited about what's ahead and just having those resources and having his support and just kind of talk through that. And it really just led to a great conversation, leaving on a good note. And again, that's why we're here today.
Now, I know one of the, if there is any sort of a criticism at all, is that, doggone it, you've been working for the Bobcats for a while, but what I noted is that our former defensive coordinator is now the defensive coordinator for the Bobcats. So I think we're making it a pretty big tent here in Montana.
I think so. I mean, there's something about the state of Montana. I certainly can understand the criticisms, and it'll take time for the fans to trust that from me, and I with full confidence that will happen here in the short term. But grew up a Grizzly fan, coming to games with my family back in the heyday, that 2001 championship run. I remember coming to watch Johnny Montana in the Griz Cat game, 1999, 2000. So growing up around the rivalry, you respect all sides of it. Of course, with Ty Greger going back over to Montana State, it creates a certain dynamic. But again, what you see with this state, Peter, is just the passion around all the athletic programs and growing up around it, especially during the streak for Montana. I'm more than confident, again, I can jump in and, hopefully earn the trust of those Griz fans right away.
Well, now remember, don't forget those old traditional copper, silver, gold, as well as the maroon and silver. You got to have something of each in your wardrobe.
I think so. I mean, I'm already envisioning a lot of maroon, a lot of black pants. So I do need to switch it up with the copper a little bit. That's a good tip.
Now, the other thing is when Bob Stitt first joined, what he was first named head coach, had a chance to visit with him. We were live on the air, and I tried to teach him the Grizzly fight song, and it was kind of a tough sell because he's not much of a singer.
I hope we're not going to do that right now. I've got to take a couple weeks. I'll come in studio with you after I perfect it. I'll give you my word on that. We better not try that now.
No, that's fine. I can imagine how much more expanded that must be, knowing that you're talking to thousands and thousands of people across the country.
Oh, it is. It is just incredibly humbling because it will be across the state that I grew up in, the state that I'm so passionate about, and reaching the airwaves all the way to the east side in Sydney and all the way up north there in Kalispell, Libby area. I can't wait. I can't even describe to you really in words what that's going to feel like on September 3rd, but I am just so excited for the opportunity, and putting on that headset, I take enormous pride in it. Every decision I've made from a professional side of things back to when I was 14 years old, knew I wanted to get into the broadcasting business, was made solely for an opportunity like this, and I'm certainly not going to take it for granted one step.
Now, have you guys discussed having a color commentator yet?
You know, we hadn't gotten down the road that far yet. Everything happened pretty quickly. Going back in our conversation, and you know, when I get to campus, I'm sure we'll sit down with Justin, the GM with Learfield there, and as well as Kent, and go through everything and get it all finalized. I'm excited with whoever is going to be to work with. Everyone I've met up there, I'm just super pumped up to meet them and work with them.